Hey there guys, Super Megatron here at 3 o'clock in the morning, or 3:10 a.m., so if I sound a little bit rambly and bleh, it's because I'm very tired and I don't want to go to bed yet. But, okay. I'm still doing video. So this is going to be a deck profile, one of my favorite decks that I like to play this format that isn't super, oh my god, why is this even? So, and it is on the Battlin boxers. And to start off this deck profile here is our here's the deck start of the deck list. It's triple Glassjaw. Um, Glassjaw is the main beater of the deck. He's a 2000 beater, and his effect is that whenever he's targeted as an attack target or declared, even he's automatically destroyed. But whenever he's at the graveyard by a card effect, including his own, you can pick a boxer in your graveyard besides himself and then add it to your hand. So he's really good. He's like the main card deck you want to play. So the triple Glassjaw is good. And next we have is the best card of the deck is triple switch hitter. He's got a little bit closer to the camera. All right. Gotta do a different angle here because I've never really done that profile before. But yeah, this is switch hitter. And basically, when he's normal summoned, you can pick a boxer in your graveyard and special summon it. Downside that is you can only special boxers that turn activate his effect, but he's pretty good. And the main card of the deck is, well, we'll see that in a little bit, but yeah, he's pretty great. And I like the art on all these guys; they're really pretty cool. Like, they're all like robotic, like boxing dudes. I like them. Next, we have double Sparrer. I usually really not like to. I not used to like Sparrer because I didn't like the idea that I couldn't attack that turn. But well, we should get to a second. Anyway, his effect is these guys are all, by the way, fire warriors that are level 4. So mention that, kind of crucial. But his effect is that if you have a boxer on their field, you can special him from your hand. The downside of this is that you cannot declare an attack the turn you activate this effect. But you know, if that's first turn, who cares? And next we have, that's actually on my lap over here, we have triple Headgeared. Headgeared is another main card of the deck. Basically what he does is that when he's normal summoned, you could put a Eddie Boxer from your deck to the graveyard, and this is basically the real setup for Glassjaws and Switch Hitters, and he's really good. I love Headgeared. You have to run triple Headgeared. I think he's great. And also, a side effect that he has is that once per battle, if he's the attack position, he won't be destroyed. So he can just like survive something, which is pretty sweet. I like Headgeared. And the last boxer card we have is Double Counterpunch, who basically is the Kalute for the deck. I say he's a Kalute rather than an Honest because he does a double attack heal, gives him 1,000 attack. It basically works as a Kalute. You can either send it from your hand or graveyard, or you banish it from your hand or graveyard, and the boxer that turn gets 1,000 until the end step or end phase. So he's pretty sweet. I like him. He's a good card. I like him a lot. He's not as stupid as like Booch and Crane. And then we just kind of have some stable stuff. We have like 2 Maxis because Maxis is just great this format, and then where there they are, and then triple Valor because Valor's sweet. And then finally, this really goes for more of the boxer engine, but I run 2 Emperor Granels. The reason why I run Emperor Granel is there's I remember because originally, Asian Eyes had there. This camera angle's so weird. Maybe point up a little bit. There you go. A little bit very close. You can see Skywalker and Orion over there. Not mumbling, kind of pink up. Basically, what Granel does is that whenever a monster you control, light. Like his artwork. Anyway, randomly, whenever a monster you control is destroyed by a card effect, you can special from your hand, and he has his attack is half of your life points. So, that's pretty sweet. If he's really good early on because he's just a 4,000 beater. If your opponent is using a synchro deck, ooh, they're gonna be in pain. But the reason why I run him is because with Glassjaw, this goes really well together. Glassjaw, if you summon like Glassjaw first turn, if you have him in Glassjaw first turn, it's a really good setup for him because if Glassjaw destroy first turn, you already have aim targets. But and you special ground from your hand. Although if you do get Glashaw's effect off with Granule, or if you pick Granule off of Glashaw's Destruction, Glashaw misses timing to where you cannot add the Boxer. So kind of crappy, but oh well. I mean, first turn's really good. I was thinking about putting Weisel, but I don't know. There's just stuff. I don't know. Cards are falling on that. Anyway, next we have basically Monster Reborn for the deck. It's called Battle Boxer Spirits. This card is basically once per turn. Well, actually, it's basically you pick a boxer or you mill the top card of your deck and you special boxer from your graveyard in defense position, and you activate 1 spirits per turn. So it's a pretty good card. It's not super broken, and it works really well for the deck. I love spirits. I love this card, but hated it because I got the last one off Amazon, and then I proceeded to get 2 in my Shadow Spectre's Special Edition. Anyway. Next we have a few staple cards. Yeah, we got Dark Hole, you know. See what else. Oh, Foolish, because just you want something off the graveyard real quick and just get something with a Glass Jar switch hitter. It's really good. I like Foolish. Foolish is great in this stuff. And then next we have these cards, which I've had these for a long time. Forbidden Lances. These have been around ever since my Back Rabbit days, so great card. I love Forbidden Lance. Forbidden Lance is really good. I love Lance. I think I may trade out Granule for a Lance. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Next we have, of course, what I think is stable. This deck is really good. Triple MST. It's just, some decks like to play 2, others only play 1, which I don't, you know, it's not bad. MST used to be, was always good at 2, but now just for this deck it's really good at 3, so MST is really good. Of course, you didn't know that. The 1 Rhoda, because they're all warriors, so this works pretty well. Next we have the Warrior Returning Alive. No, mostly, I used to run 2 of these, and you think it'd be good with how much you could get, like a Switcher or Glassjaw? Not really that useful sometimes. So yeah, Warrior Returning Alive. Oh, look, good quality for once. Oh man, I have autofocus on. Oh darn. Oh well. Alright, for another day. Yeah, Warrior Returning Alive, pretty good in some situations. Go to the, of course we got that Bottomless, secret rare. I don't think you can tell from this angle, but yeah, it's a secret. Okay. Well, I do, but you know, whatever. Compulse. Best up right here, but who cares? Still the Compulse. You know, it's just good stable to bounce and destroy something, so I love those 2 cards. 2 Fiendish. There's a lot of effect hate in this deck because of how much my opponent is. Effects against this deck are pretty bad, so Fiendish Chains are great. I love Fiendish Chain. That card used to be like a $30 super. Jesus. Next we have 2 Mirror Forces, because Mirror Force is just amazing. I do like Deep Prison. It's just Mirror Force is really good because it doesn't target. That's why I like Mirror Force a little bit better right now, because a lot of stuff in the meta is like, oh, it targets? Oh, it's cool. Maiden attacks, Deep Prison? Oh, I still get off of Blue Eyes. This? Nah. It's K. Next we got the 1 Warning, which is, good. I love Warning. And then finally a Torrential Tribute, because I can get Granule off, and Torrential's just really good. With another card that I best suit. That's the main deck done. Those guys right here. Next I'm going to move on to the extra deck, and then I'm going to move on to side. Now this extra deck is not finished, I should say, because I just have to get this few cards right now that I just can't get a hold of, which sucks. Anyway, kind of just typical exceeds of like a Cowboy, Maestro, you know, this is good. Excalibur, because like I said, they're all warriors, so I'd say Excalibur is just a good card to throw in a Warrior Exceed deck. I like Excalibur. Diamond Dyer. I like Diamond Dyer. He's a good free pop, but I think eventually I'll go replace him with either Exciton Knight. I think that's how you say it, but the new Evil Swarm. And he's really good. I probably will get rid of this guy for Exciton Knight, but whatever. Blush of Core is amazing. Paleo Operative, who I still like to use. This is just a good flip up attack. Blade Armor. Only 1 Blade Armor. Blade Armor is good, but in this deck, this is the card you want to go for. Okay. The whole reason I want to run this deck is because of this guy. Triple Lead Yoke. Oh my god, this thing is friggin' annoying. Okay, so what this thing does. This is the main reason why I ran this deck. This guy, basically, his effect is, oh man, you're not going to be able to read that. But anyway, what he does is basically, he's a 22 beater, and that whenever your opponent tries to destroy him by battle or by card effect, or any boxer on your side of the field, you can detach or exceed material from him to save that card. And they're like, oh, that's pretty good. But each time he does it, he gains an additional 800 permanently. Yeah, that's insane. So once he's exceeded, he can be up to 38 attack, not even including the counter punches you can get with this guy. This guy is insane, and I love this guy. I love this card a lot. He's just freaking cool, and I love boxers. I think he's freaking great. Right, next is this Utopia. Love Utopia. He's just a good extra deck card. We have 105 Star Cestus. He works with boxers really well. Negates effects, and your opponent takes all the damage. Basically, that's what he does. I really don't go to him just because he requires 3 level 4s, which you can go into this deck. So I only have like 1 of him, but he's still pretty sweet to go into. Sometimes I like him a lot. Well, I just like the blue and yellow. I think it looks sweet on him. Just saying. He's a cool 25 beater. I like him a lot. Saying that a ton of times in this video, but whatever. Next, we have a Gem Knight Pearl. I just like Pearl for having just in case I go over against something that I can't get over easy. So he's really good for that. Next, we have a Catastor, because he is possible to make in this deck just because Baylor versus Boojins, this against Boojins is really good. So, where's your Crane now? Yeah. Oh, Catastor. This card, I used to be able to run this card all the time just because I ran Trag, and there were some instances where he was able. I used to run Crimson Blader. I really want to get rid of this for a 101 or Excite Knight. If anyone is willing to trade for Excite Knight or a Shark Knight or Arc Knight, I do have some cards available for trade for it, or yeah, I'd really like to get that and just take this guy out because he's cool and all, but I just need something better. Alright, and finally, getting to the side, it's basically just normal side deck cards. One choice that is interesting is because I'm just being cheap right now is I'm using deck lockdowns instead of Mistake or TK, because I do have TKs, but you can only run one TK in Mistakes because I just don't have any mistakes. I did have one, but then I traded it, so meh. I'm using deck lockdown right now. It's not bad. I mean, you only get it for 3 turns, but hey, I still like deck lockdown. It's a pretty good card if you're on the cheap. Next, we have 2 Exceed Encores. I think I traded for one of these. No, I think I pulled both of these. I think I traded for one. No, my friend got me one and I pulled one. Yeah, that's how that happened. This card's amazing. I just love Exceed Encore. Right that I can use it. 2 Anti-Spell Fragments. I'm probably going to take this out soon for something else because nobody's really playing spellbooks anymore. But if I ever do get the chance to play against spellbooks, this will still be pretty good. But, no, well, wish I could use this when it was more popular. But whatever. It's cool. 2 DNA Surgery just because Boojin hurt. Yeah, this card's amazing against Boojins. Just saying. Side 2 DNA Surgeries. It's a norm. I think 3 is too much. Some people using 3. I'm just like, I think I'm so tired right now. I'm forgetting my alphabet, but whatever. We have 2 Light Imprisoning Mirrors just because, Boojin hate, and the Light Imprisoning Mirror is pretty good because it does affect me. I don't have any lights. And if I do have lights, there probably some exceeds. I'm not going to go into that match, so, whatever. And then we have 2 of this card, which nobody uses, but I think it's a great card, is Heraldry Record. If you don't know what this does, it's a counter trap, and basically, whenever your opponent activates an effect of an Exceed monster that detaches its own Exceed material, you can negate the activation if you do destroy it. I like this card a lot. I think it's sweet, but that's just me. It stops a lot of opponents' Exceeds from going off, which is pretty sweet. If you think an Exceed Encore is not going to work, then that does pretty well too. And then last we have 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors, which is just good against any dark deck that I'm just going against. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, that is my boxer profile done, and hope you guys liked it. I'm doing this, like I said, really early in the morning or really late night, however you want to say. But I'm tired. I probably will go to bed after uploading this, but yeah. Alright, so I will see you guys next time. Bye.